Hey guys, it's Brittany. It's been a long time since I've sat and filmed a sit-down video, and I wanted to do a story about one of my worst job experiences in Japan. And this is my first job. It was a complete mess, honestly. I don't think every company is like this, so don't get me wrong. This is just my experience, and I've just had bad luck, I guess, with jobs here. And I'm not going to name the company I worked for, just to kind of protect myself, I guess. But it was a really large English school, and yeah, it still exists today, but yeah, let me get into that. I got this job when I was living in Tokyo. I had an apartment in Tokyo, it was all furnished. I went to an interview, got this job. They said, hey, we don't have any positions in Tokyo actually. We know you're living in Tokyo, but could you go to Tochigi Prefecture every day? And if you don't know, Tochigi is not in Tokyo. It's kind of far from Tokyo, and it's not like I could just hop on the train and get to Tochigi in like 40 minutes or something. I had to take the Shinkansen, the bullet train, every day to and from work. Okay, the Shinkansen. That is not a regular train. That is not normal. That is not a thing you take to work. Okay, that's what you use to go on vacation or something. Like, you don't take this train to work. It's really expensive. So I was freshly graduated. I had a little bit of savings left, but you know, I needed to work, I needed to get money. And I said, yeah, the Shinkansen, okay, so can I get paid for that? Can you reimburse my travel? Because most jobs in Japan, they pay for your transportation. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna take the Shinkansen, it was like, I don't remember the exact amount, but it was like $100 each way or something ridiculous like that. It was expensive. They said, yeah, we're gonna pay your transportation. This isn't a permanent thing, this is just for now. So I was like, okay, which this should have been a red flag, first of all. I had to wake up super early every morning, like 5 a.m. or something, to get to work by 9. So I had to wake up. I had to get all the way to Tokyo Station, which was an hour from where I lived. And then I had to take the Shinkansen to like someplace in Tochigi Prefecture. They started saying they were gonna set me up with an apartment there. Okay, yeah, I can move if I have to. So I was just trying to be super flexible and work with them because I needed this job. After I worked there for about a week, they showed me to an apartment and they said, the company owns this apartment and you can move in anytime you're ready and just sign a contract with the company. So I would take the Shinkansen to work every day, and then I would have to catch the very last Shinkansen back to Tokyo every night. Also, like, there are two types of tickets for the Shinkansen. One is like reserved seating, where you have a reserved seat that you can sit down in, but that's a little bit more expensive. And they told me just to take the regular, the Jiyuseki ticket. I don't remember what it's called in English. It's not reserved seating, like, so it's just first come, first serve. So I would buy that ticket, and then every morning, you know, is rush hour. Every day I had to stand for like an hour and a half on the Shinkansen. One day I went to work and they asked us if we could stay late and do some paperwork. Overtime is really common in Japan, so I was expecting this, but I just said I have nowhere to stay in Tochigi, so if I miss my last train, I'm kind of screwed. This place in Tochigi was so countryside, you needed a car to go anywhere. Like, I needed someone from my company to drive me to the train station so I could take the train back home. It would be like a 30-minute walk or something ridiculous, and like the nearest convenience store was a 20-minute walk. It was like really like the middle of nowhere, and they made us stay late. And I thought it was like for lesson planning or something. They made us go through these books. Like, basically the school's finances and how much the school was making. I just didn't know why they were making the teachers go through like the books, you know? I didn't know if this is like a normal thing that they did, but that's what I had to do, and I almost missed my last train. I was begging my manager, like, seriously, I don't have any money to stay anywhere, and there's no place to stay, so yeah, please take me back to the station, like now. I just barely made the train back home. Yeah, it was a nightmare. The next day, I got up at 5 a.m., I took the Shinkansen all the way to work, and when I got there, my manager called in all the teachers and they were like, hey, we're gonna have this video conference. Okay, so I didn't know we did that, but okay. So we had a video conference with like the head office, and basically they just said, we need everyone, all of the teachers, all of the Japanese staff to come to the Tokyo headquarters immediately. I just came from Tokyo. What do you mean go back to Tokyo? What do you mean? I just stood for like 3 hours on the train. Why? Everyone's like, what? Why do we have to go to Tokyo? That's far, and all of the schools have to come, and what? Like, we have lessons. Like, what? Nobody told us we had to go to Tokyo today. Like, what do you mean? Bear in mind that I had only been working for this company for like a few weeks, not even a full month. So we got on the train to go back to Tokyo, where I had literally just come from, and I got a text message from one of my Japanese friends. Hey Brittany, your company was on the news just now. They went bankrupt. Did you know? You're telling me that my company went bankrupt. They didn't tell the teachers, they didn't tell the Japanese staff, but the public knows about it. Why are we the last to know? What? Hello? Hello? So we all go back to the Tokyo like headquarters, and this is not just a meeting within the company. This is a freaking press conference. We had to sit through a press conference of the president of our school crying, and reporters asking questions, and cameras everywhere and flashing, and the teachers were all in the front row, and it was just super weird. It was weird. So then after the press conference, they're like, hey, we went bankrupt. Also, we can't really pay your salary because we don't have any money. They had the balls to go around to all of the teachers with a new contract. Oh, you just went bankrupt, okay? Apparently, because my company went bankrupt, there was another company that was gonna buy them and like take over and everything, and I think that company actually did that, and the school still exists now, so I think that the company did buy them out and then I guess saved them, I don't know. My Japanese manager came up to me with a piece of paper and a pen, and she's like, sign here. Excuse me? No thank you. No. No, I did not accept their offer for my position again. So I didn't sign that contract, and I did not get paid for what I worked, did not get paid my salary. Yeah, right, if you think I got paid for my transportation. Anyone who lived in the apartments that the company owned, kicked out. Yep, and I'm really glad I didn't accept their offer for an apartment in Tochigi, because I would have really been screwed over. I wouldn't have had anywhere to go, I wouldn't have any place to stay. I feel like I just really dodged a bullet there. I didn't get paid. I used up all of my savings to go back and forth on the Shinkansen. I was in the red. I still had my apartment in Tokyo, which I had to pay rent for, and I had my student loans were going to be coming due soon, so I needed a job, and I didn't have any money because I spent it all on this train going back and forth to work. To save my money, because I didn't have anything left, I ate cabbage. Like one meal would be cabbage, or one meal would be tofu, or one meal would be just white rice. Like this was my life. Yeah, it was really hard, and that was my life until I found my next job. And the thing is, like, this job wasn't even the worst job I ever had in Japan. That experience toughened me up a little bit, and I kind of found out that you can't trust everybody and you can't trust everything. This company knew they were going bankrupt. They didn't all of a sudden just wake up and like, hey, we don't have any money. They hired me knowing that they were going bankrupt. So that just blows my mind, you know? So thanks so much for watching. I know it's been a long time since I've done a sit-down video like this. Hopefully I'll have more story times in the super near future, and I really appreciate you guys for even, you know, taking time to watch my videos, because I know that it's not like super good quality or anything, and yeah, but thank you. Thanks a lot. Leave a comment down below about your worst job experience, because I would love to hear yours, and maybe we can talk about it and yeah, relate to each other. If you want to see other story times like this, I'll link my playlist in the description box. Also, please check out my Instagram. It's TokyoBriBri. I'll also link it down below. I love you guys. I love you so much. Why? Why? What?